Hey everyone, welcome to another Explorer and Pioneer video here on Magic Arena. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, I appreciate the support. So, Tarkir Dragonstorm is here, the new set has landed on Arena, so this is very exciting. Before I started recording this video, I did do a draft of the new set. Went 6-3 with a really powerful Jeskai sort of double spell deck with lots of removal. And yeah, this format seems great if you're a fan of Limited, so would definitely recommend that. But we are focusing on Explorer and Pioneer today, as we normally do. So as a first kind of deck to run, seemed simplest to focus on an existing archetype, so Selesnya Company, and this deck list comes courtesy of Cards Realm, who are a regular poster on the Pioneer Magic Reddit forum, as I am as well, so thank you to them for this. So this is a Selesnya Company deck, kind of using the kind of prison style effects that that kind of this deck is known for, and we are adding the new Clarion Conqueror to the deck, which is a very powerful prison style card, one of the best of this type of effect that's been printed. So it's a 3/3 flying for 3, and it says activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers can't be activated. So if you think about the list of things it shuts down in this format, anything, any vehicle, Blood Tithe Harvester's blood-related activation, all kinds of things, which essentially make this a very powerful hate card for a lot of the cards in the format. And it kind of fits the theme of the deck already. Now, it is worth bearing in mind that this is kind of double-sided. It does do it to you as well, and in this particular deck, you do want to be a little cautious about when you put these into play, because it will shut off our Llanowar Elves and our Elvish Mystics. So that is worth paying attention to, and may ultimately mean that it's end up being a bit of a nombo. But I think the effect is powerful enough in the format that it's worth trying, particularly, as I say, in a deck which is kind of built for this kind of effect. So we're running 3 copies in the main deck and then 1 in the sideboard. So this we will often shift in and out quite a lot, depending on what the opponent's playing. If they are playing something like Greasefang, obviously the 4th one will come in. If they don't really have any relevant effects, they're not running Planeswalkers or whatever, potentially take them out. So, yeah, Clarion Conqueror, powerful new card, so we are going to see how that does. As I say, this is a kind of traditional Selesnya Company deck, so obviously it has the 4 copies of Collected Company, but then it's 3 drops, which are obviously the best things you can be getting with a Coco, are doing a lot of the powerful lifting in the deck. So we do have the Enduring Innocence, which is our card draw effect, then various types of removal with Skyclave Apparition, Werefox Bodyguard, tempo plays with Aven Interrupter, Archon of Emeria just kind of shutting down those decks that are trying to multiple spell each turn, Anointed Peacekeeper hitting their hands. So there's a lot of powerful white 3-drops here, which kind of fill up the prison element of the deck. We do also have Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, and Voice of Resurgence, which makes casting non-creature spells and spells on the opponent casting spells on your turn very, very difficult. And then, yeah, as I say, we've got our elves for the early game. Hopefully by the time the Conqueror comes down, we're kind of past the point of needing them, and then they are just any additional copies that they're just there to kind of trigger Enduring Innocence. A couple of Kellens as well, good solid 2/3 that can draw additional cards, as well as create some map tokens. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Mana base, a lot of dual lands, primarily white basic lands and other lands, just because this is a primarily white deck, although we do want to reliably be able to hit green on turn 1. Sideboard, 3 copies of Portable Hole for some additional removal. We've also got Brutal Cathar for that. Rest in Peace, that's our graveyard hate of choice. We don't really care about our own graveyard. Dromoka's Command can potentially protect one of our creatures from a burn-based damage, make the opponent sacrifice, say, an Unholy Annex or something like that, grow one of our creatures, and have a fight. Yeah, the other Clarion Conqueror, a couple of elite spellbinders just to add to that hand. Disruption, Guardian of Faith as a way of protecting all of our creatures from mass removal, although it is pretty hard to time this correctly. I have always found that with this card. And then a couple of Night of Autumns as well. Anti-aggro, anti-artifact and enchantment, just all-round good card. So yeah, that is the first deck we are playing with Tarkir Dragonstorm. It is Selesnya Company. It is running Clarion Conqueror. Many, many more decks to come. So yeah, as I say, make sure you subscribe to keep an eye on that. There's a lot of good cards in this set, and I'm looking forward to using them. So yeah, let's go onto the ladder and see how this does. Okay, first match of the Tarkir era. This should be an interesting one. I think this is an okay hand to keep on the draw. It's not brilliant. Ha! No hits! Sucks to be you. Now it sucks to be me. Okay, well, we'll play Thalia. Is this mono black? It could be. Could be mono black. Alright. Well, let's play an Anointed Peacekeeper. And they've run away. It is mono black. So, the question is, are they running annexes and the like? I think I do want Dromoka's Commander, Knight of Autumn. And this is probably one of those matchups where Conqueror is less good. So that can come out. And so can one Archon of Emeria. And I think we are kind of guessing here because we didn't see a huge amount of what the opponent was doing. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Shuts down our collected companies, but not much else. Looks like they probably have another fatal push. Do you know what? Go for it. Yep. So they are actually just playing Rakdos. It's not mono. It's not mono black. They just had a bad opening hand the first game. Harvesters. Okay. Well, that's good news at least. So I can get down in Enduring Innocence. So yeah, maybe I did actually want Clarion in this matchup. Wow. That's pretty rude. So rude, you know what? I'm going to play another one. You see if I don't. I'll snap this block. I'll snap off this block if they offer it, but they did not. Shieldred's pretty good. Yeah, I can't interrupt that now, unfortunately. So I'll play Archon of Emeria, draw a card. Another Innocence. Kind of desperately looking for removal now. Skyclaves and the like. So Shieldred, yeah, just gums up the ground. So I obviously have a flyer, but can't keep pace with their card draw and life gain at the moment. Where have they gone? They gone for a walk? Nope. I was going to say, because they're in a pretty good position right here. Yeah, I'll take the block. That'll gain me 2 life. The Innocence will come back. Just buys me a little more time. Oh no, it won't come back at all, because that's how that works. Well, that's awkward, isn't it?
I'll have this fight finished before brunch. Off you go.
Okay, well, Apparition is an answer to Shield Rid, I suppose, so let's do that while we can. I still think it was right to take that block, otherwise my life total starts getting very precarious. Yeah, do you know what? They get a 4-4. And that's kind of okay. That's less okay. In fact, it's very annoying.
Drop it.
Ah, okay, right. Well, we know what we're playing against now, so... So we do want Clarion Conqueror back in. I think we do on the... For the most of the rest of the stuff, we have sideboarded vaguely correctly. Do I want something like... Yeah, I probably want Portable Hole as well, just as an answer to... like Grafdigger's Cage and stuff like that. I think I can take out Resurgence. Yeah, all of the elves can go. I think this is a different kind of deck that we're running now. Not with a hand like that, we're not. All that, oh great. Well, we're going to 5. And we're not going to be happy about it. Of course. No Fatal Push? Okay, well, that's something, I suppose. Still nothing. Well... Okay, that's a good draw. So I'm going to chill with Interrupter on this turn, I think. Because I'm sure they'll have something on 3. Yep, Fable can be interrupted. Fire off a map. Yeah, keep Portable Hole. Do I want to put it in the graveyard? No. But I will play Clarion Conqueror. And now we're presenting all the flying damage you could ever want. Yep. Well, that could go in a hole. Fear of missing out. Sure. Alright. Let's get rid of their token. Go to attacks. We will attack with Kellen because it draws us a card. That's a very good one. We'll hit the opponent down to 7. Pop my Ganju into play. Again, pass with Interrupter available. Yet this Kellen has saved us from a mulligan to 5, so we are now basically on a back to an even card, even number of cards with our opponent. Let's see what they choose to do here. Yeah, Shieldred going under an Interrupter. And that's probably game. I don't think they have any good 1-mana answers for my flyers. And Jiroka's command probably means that's that. But let's just play it out. And a Knight of Autumn as well. Okay, yes, very good game 3. Kellen did the absolute business for us there. Yeah, good. This sounds a little on the slow side, but I think because we're on the play, it might be good enough. Ooh, a Watery Grave. And a Thoughtseize. The fun we have. Okay, they do not want me looking at their hand. They're hiding something in there. Fairies. They're hiding fairies in there. It's pretty cheeky. So this is Dimir, ninjas, ninjutsu, rogues, mid-range. Yes. Not Kaito. It is Kaito. I was going to say, not Kaito one time. No, it's Kaito.
Don't be jealous of my talent. The housewarming party has arrived.
Probably the card draw is the right thing to do here. Interesting. Okay.
Just hate a fair fight.
In which case, I'm going to Coco main phase and see if I can get rid of it, which I can. So we'll snap that off, go away, draw a card. Firefox Bodyguard's pretty good. So they are only going to be able to cast 1 card a turn now. I mean, so are we, but you know, that's fine. And, ooh, what are they going to copy? Ooh, they're copying my Skyclave. That's fun. Okay, let's. Well, we're not attacking, so I'll get down another Innocence. Pass the turn. Wow, they just love the Fairy Miscreants here, don't they? Right, well, let's start with allow our elf. More elves. Endless elves. At least I've got Werefox Bodyguard to potentially chew on something. Let's get rid of that. I get a 3/3 and draw a card. So this is going to be a weird little interaction, but one that I think will broadly work out in our favour. Okay, so if I apparition away the bodyguard, I get my other apparition back. Can't get rid of the 4/4, unfortunately. That's fine. Let's just keep all of their various creatures under control. Nope, they're off it. Fair enough. Okay, so the opponent is playing Dimir. Dimir is definitely portable hole territory. And it's more Clarion Conqueror territory for their Kaitos. Is it also Spellbinder territory? Probably not on the draw. Dramoka's Command. Sacrificing enchantment's not so good. Fighting is reasonable. Instants and sorcery is less. I don't think so. Brutal Cathar maybe instead. Maybe I do just want Spellbinder. And once again, I'm becoming a almost mono-white control deck. Shutting off Kaito seems good enough to justify all of the Conquerors, even though they don't have a huge number of other targets in this deck. Yeah, well, we are control, and we are running an absolute gamut of 3-drops, so we can't really complain when our hand contains only 3 drops. Your Honour. Trouble is with Avid Interrupter in a matchup like this is it's not going to be stopping any cards that are coming on down with ninjutsu, so that is the sad state of affairs that we find ourselves in, but the opponent did mulligan to 5, so we have to look on the bright side. Yeah, well, we're just motoring on through, I suppose. Keep going. This, I think, is a mulligan, this hand. Yeah, this is better, if a little painful. So I'll pop back the bodyguard for the time being. Red. Red. Don't kill my elf. They killed my elf. You all saw them do it. Okay, what's going on here, I wonder? Boros. Inti. Huh. Well, that's terrifying. Huh, interesting. Well, I'll crack on with casting an Enduring Innocence. Knowing my luck, they'll immediately kill it with Torch to the Tower. No? Yay! It's all good. And the Mycosynth Gardens. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. And I don't like it. This worries me. What's it doing there? It's nasty. It's a very concerning card. Okay, so it's enlisting the Inti, I presume. Yep. I mean, that was quite dramatic. Was that really necessary? Insolent Neonate. Okay. Get the scry value off it. Yeah, no, it's all looking very spicy here. Yep, take 5. Ow. They must have just drawn that. Okay, I think this is a Coco main phase kind of situation. And hope for a flip. Oh my god, that's awful. Well, now I feel like I'm gonna die. In fact, they probably don't even have to try that hard at this point. Just turn things sideways and I'll die. They've got like a Reckless Rage or something. Lightning Axe. Oof! Monument to Endurance. I mean, that's good in the sense that, like, the Aven Interrupter makes it more expensive. But still don't think I'm coming back from this. No blocks. What could I possibly draw that could get me out of this? Well, let's get Innocence down and draw a card. Having 3 Aven Interrupters in my hand is not really doing it for me, I have to say. I've very much hoped for better. It's basically draw Collected Company or Bust here, and Collected Company needs to find multiple removal spells. Okay, just the Mycosynth Gardens I can live with. Dead of the Bugbear, less so. Am I super dead? Well, let's see what they do. I've got a lifelinker at least. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, so I'm gonna have to flash. Wait, if I flash an Aven Interrupter, block, I go to 1. Well, no, actually, I don't because I've got. Okay, right. Go to 4. Draw a card. Okay, that is a collected company. Then I am blocking here, blocking here, blocking here, going to 2. Because life gain and life loss is simultaneous. No, I'm going to 1. Okay, I forgot that goblin was there, but I am still alive. Now I'm playing Skyclave Apparition and getting rid of Nemesis. And now I'm just holding back with Company, which I need the Mystic to be able to cast because I can't take a damage. Oh, it's a mess. Right. So if I interrupt this, I die. Yeah. Okay, Werefox Bodyguard keeps me alive, just, or does it? Because there's a menace creature there. So if I get Innocence and Bodyguard, that can eat that. Block. Block. Simultaneous life loss means I go to 2. What now? What now I think is... I can't really play Archon because I need to cast a lot of my own spells. So I think I want a Thalia. And I want to draw 3 cards, because why shouldn't I want to draw 3 cards? Then... I think I want... Do I want a Kellen? No, let's just get another elf down. And now we'll pass the turn. Discarding Archon and Chef Neptunes. How I win this game remains a mystery, but... Nothing. Nothing? Okay. And another collected company. Ha ha ha. Right. Kellen, come to play. Let's get Razor Verge down. I think I'm just passing the turn again. Because I still need my Aven Interrupters available to me. So, land, Mystic. Monument to Endurance. Do I care about that? Yes, I do. Because as soon as they discard a card, I die. So that's going to have to be interrupted, I think. Which draws me 3 more cards. I'm going to have to be careful not to deck myself here. At least now I suppose I have a flying creature. Right, okay. Flying. End the turn. Just chill, I think. Discard 3 cards, which would be all 3 copies of Thalia. What a mad world I live in. Monuments, that can be interrupted again. Draw 3 cards. This is very stressful. Okay, Apparition's good. Now I can start actually removing some of their stuff. Okay, well, that's Collected Company. Yeah, Skyclave and Clarion Conqueror. So Skyclave, Guardian of New Manalia. Right. Let's do some quick adding up here. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, this'll do. And another card. Why not? Okay. So. And what did we learn today, children? So the opponent's on a sort of Boros discard deck, so I definitely want Portable Hole. This is a game where I don't think Clarion Conqueror is actually doing much for us. Night of Autumn kills Monument, so that's probably pretty good. Voice of Resurgence out. Probably one Thalia out as well. Yeah, that'll do it. And we're back. Yeah, with the Night of Autumns and the life gain that's potential in this hand, I think that's probably good enough. Do I just want a Portable Hole? I think I will. I think ET is scary enough that I want it gone. Even though it is slightly less mana efficient. Quite like Peacekeeper here. Let's have a sneaky peek. Wow. I mean, doesn't actually work, but... because of the way that this is worded, Doorkeeper Thrall doesn't stop that from working, because it's as this creature enters, not when it enters. Words. Words have meaning. And in Magic, that meaning is very specific. Still kind of, yeah, I suppose the Mycosynth Gardens is there to copy Monument. I do kind of like what they're doing. I'm going to wait with Interrupter. Just because if they discard a, like, Lightning Axe, it's a pretty tempting interrupt target. Yep. See what they Fiery Temper first. I presume they'll Fiery Temper me. Yep. So I'll let that resolve. Then I'll interrupt the lightning axe. Oh, that didn't... Okay, that is actually an effect that is affected by Doorkeeper Thrall, because it says when. And I was so pleased with myself earlier. Well, that'll learn me. Okay, well I'm still not really doing anything against this Nemesis, so let's just get down Enduring Innocence past the turn, and I'm just kind of taking 3 a turn at the moment. Yep. So I'll gain 4 life off this. Draw a card. That still doesn't work, does it? I really have to stop doing that. Eventually I'll learn to pay attention. In which case, I'm going to send in the creatures. Entering the battlefield, don't cause abilities to trigger. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get away with this one. My ETBs are quite important. Keep a Thrall. He's a problem. He's a nasty little problem, that dude. So I block here, go to 3. 4, rather. Still doesn't look great. Well, I'll get Thalia down. Get the Peacekeeper down. Just in case. Say go. So I've really only got 1 more turn before this Nemesis kills me, unless I... Well, I could take the block, then they hit me to 1. And I can't ever gain life ever again. But I'm not gaining life while this is on the battlefield anyway. If only this had 3 power. And I suppose they can use it to kill one of my other creatures, maybe. That wouldn't be the worst thing either. But then getting me down to 1 is must be pretty spicy and tempting. Yep. It's going at me. Yep. So this doesn't trigger. None of it triggers, does it? I think I just want creatures now, so... What's the biggest creature here? Well, the Interrupter is a flying creature, so... Yeah, I'm not winning this long game, so I think I have to get a little bit aggressive with them. No, not passing the turn again. Okay. What does this do? It's the creatures you control go. Okay, well that's potentially good later for a all-out attack. Yeah, I think I'll just keep playing creatures then. I just hope they don't draw anything. Can I risk it? Let's see, if I sack this, all of my creatures get bigger. I think I kind of got to go for it. Wow. Okay, we overcame the doorkeeper thrall, and me failing to understand how it works twice. And the only point that matters. I did win a game on 1 life, that is true, that did just happen. So there you are. Okay, what an interesting set of games. So I don't feel like the Conqueror had its kind of proper moment in the sun, in that we didn't face any Planeswalkers or Grease Fangs or that kind of thing to properly shut down what they were doing, but even when it's just having marginal benefit, it's still a 3/3 flying for 3, which is kind of a good rate and can beat down the opponent pretty quickly. We had some pretty weird matchups there. So, yeah, an interesting showcase for the deck. Curious. I'm interested. I do like the kind of like shifting it slightly so that if you are kind of going all in on Conqueror, the elves come out and it becomes more of a control kind of. It's more mono white and with just splashing for Coco, and it's less about the elves. I do like that kind of ability to transform it post sideboard. That seemed pretty good. Yeah, interesting. Well, here's the deck list one more time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.